2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Denver Nuggets against the Toronto Raptors with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. This is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. Hey, Dave.
Thanks very much. Now, you may ask why Scotty Barnes is so competitive. He says it started while I was young. I had two brothers, and we always wanted to be better than each other. We just competed. As a kid, I just wanted to beat other people, no matter what it was. Kevin, whether it was foot races or basketball, he's still getting after it. Back to you.
He has. Not much has changed, has it, DA? Thank you. And Doris, the quickness both of these teams possess should make this an interesting game. We could see a lot of transition play.
Neither of these teams is going to be under duress of the shot clock. I am curious to find out which team not only plays quickly, but does so without turning it over. That maximizes their possession. That team, I think, has a real shot of winning this basketball game.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Fred VanVleet out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Nuggets, Gordon steps in at the 4 with Jokic in at center. Out on the perimeter, it's Caldwell Pope and Porter Jr. And it's Murray in at the point. Now here's Barnes. Just 4 to shoot. Pirtle. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
Boy, getting his points the hard way. Jakob has to absorb contact and able to use his strength there.
Caldwell Pope pass to Jokic. Barnes against Porter. To the inside. Murray, good.
And you can't fall asleep against Murray, especially when he's got great interior positioning. The D has got to be better.
Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
Now here's Porter. OG Anunoby unable to get his last shot to go.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
Pass to Anunoby. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Barnes outside. Puts it up from 7. They shoot again. And it's Denver with the rebound. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
Continuous That's his first personal foul.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And they lost that last game by a slim margin, and you can't help but think that if he had a better night at the stripe, the result could have been different.
That's good from Anunoby.
Boy, the athleticism of OG Anunoby can be eye-popping sometimes, guys. And what's happening now is he's developing on the offensive end. This guy's upside is absolutely tremendous.
Both free throws good from Anunoby.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
On the wing, Porter. Caldwell Pope for 3. Offensive rebound. Jokic with the bucket.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Barnes outside. Anunoby against Caldwell Pope. Anunoby, no good.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now, here's Porter. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass.
Anunoby, good.
Don't give OG Anunoby too much space, boy. He will rise and fire in the catch-and-shoot game.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything. And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto. And for Siakam, great. He almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
So Denver ends up going with a whole new group. Then for the Raptors, Achua, he's checked in for Purdy. Young comes in for Pascal Siakam. And Trent subbed in for Anunoby. Now here's Van Vliet. Last game, 26 points. Pass to Barnes. Back to Trent. It's stolen by Bryant. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Brown feeling it out a bit. Smith outside. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Here's Green. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. For Toronto, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Trent passes to Achua. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
That's unselfishness from Trent Jr. We know he wants to score it, but when your teammate's that wide open, just simply put the ball where it needs to be.
Now, here's Brown. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Van Vliet. .41 seconds left here in the first quarter. Hits the three-point bomb.
We know that perimeter shooting is a coveted skill for the modern NBA big man. Thomas Bryant developed a great range for his shot.
Now here's Barnes. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Back to Trent. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Najee. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Denver. Last time they came together was in Toronto, where they fell to the Raptors.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backcourts.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
On the free throw, no good. 1 second left. Doesn't go for it. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Nuggets lead by 3. And who'll get going after this from Ball Arena? And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
George, what do you think about the possibility of the league adding an Offensive Player of the Year or quote-unquote best season award on top of the MVP?
I hate it, Kevin. And the reason I hate it is look at how competitive last season's MVP race was in the NBA. 3 guys equally capable of winning the award. Embiid, Giannis, and Nikola Jokic. All were worthy MVP candidates. I think to dilute a race of that caliber would be a mistake.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. They've got Gary Trent, Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. Then it's Pascal Siakam. Now Murray. Following the miss by Gary Trent Jr. from deep. Murray, the pass to Jokic. And the layup's good off the glass. Jokic has got his second bucket tonight.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Trent passes to VanVleet. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Nuggets.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
And the first one drops. And so he hits both. Denver leading by 5. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Michael Porter Jr. was a top prospect in his high school class, but his back injury has presented a constant challenge. He says, it changed my perspective. I'm just going to get up every day and try to be better than I was the day before. If I'm giving my best every day, then I'm good. Back to you guys.
Well, you hope he stays healthy. That has been a concern. Thanks, David. Now, here's Siakam. OG Anunoby unable to get his last shot to go. And the Raptors miss again.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Porter. They get it back.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. And the Raptors call time here. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, every time out, it's a learning experience to some degree, but that's not what they were looking for.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it hurts a little more when you play well and fail to close out a game. That was one they should have won.
checked in for the Raptors. Raptors trail by 10. And the pass to Anunoby. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Here's Van Vliet. Almost, but it rolls out. Denver's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Murray outside. Back to Caldwell Pope. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Caldwell Pope's got the lead up to 13 now for the Nuggets. Raptors have gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Trent finds Anunoby. Murray against Van Vliet. Shot clock at 6. Will it go? Pirtle tips it back in. Pirtle's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, the hard work on the offensive glass pays off for Jakob Pirtle. Like to see that mindset from the big man. Goes back up strong as soon as he gets his hands on the basketball.
Now here's Murray. He had 25 points in the win against the Lakers.
I thought his physicality was crucial, too. You know, he kept the defense on their toes and repeatedly got to the free throw line.
And it's Van Vliet with the ball for the Raptors. They trail by 11. Inside, here's Siakam. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
What you see is continued improvement in his ability to create for others. Great to see OG Anunoby make the open read.
Now, here's Porter. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. On its way from Caldwell Pope for 2. Another miss by Caldwell Pope. Raptors trail by 9. Here's Trent. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And one on Caldwell Pope.
Boy, it takes more than tight defense to bother Gary Trent Jr. It works out well for him with a trip to the foul line.
The son of an NBA vet, Gary Trent Jr.'s game is very different than his dad's.
Well, obviously, Gary Sr. had more size and therefore was a post player in a different generation. The younger Mr. Trent, an excellent shooter from deep. Pretty much the opposite style of play.
The free throw drops for Trent.
What you love about Gary Trent Jr., guys, is here's a guy who not only excels from the three-point line. Yes, he's a consistent guy stretching the floor, but his fearlessness, his willing to take big shots in tight spots, that is something to behold.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Gordon. Green comes in for Porter. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Jamal Murray. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Now here's Jackson. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Raptors ball.
Raptors trail by 7. Van Vliet looking around. Fades back. Denver grabs the miss. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. To the inside. Jokic. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
How about that pass from Reggie Jackson? Right on the money, folks.
Trent outside. Barnes outside. Back to Trent. And that one is off. Good work defensively by Bryant.
They can close out the quarter if they want to.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
Jokic inside. Count the basket. And now it's an 11-point Denver lead.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
Jokic firing on all cylinders for the Nuggets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Here with Nick Nurse. Coach, the efficiency wasn't there in the first half. What adjustments do you need to make?
I thought we got pretty good shots, and if we're not going to score, it makes getting our defense set up difficult. So you got to keep shooting them. Hopefully we start making some of them.
Well, you can't score until you shoot, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. The period came to a close with them holding a 3-point lead, and they flat out dominated that second quarter. Hard to believe they were behind at one point as they're now up 11. Shaq, let's get your take on Denver.
You guys know I appreciate when a team takes a commitment to attack in the painted area. With those high percentage looks, good things tend to happen. That's how they built this league.
Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Raptors.
The energy on D stood for disappointment. They were slow to rotate. Communication was bad. No effort. I mean, the intensity on that end of the floor, where it needs to be, was just not there.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. The forward spots will be Porter Jr. and Gordon. Murray and Caldwell-Pope, the guards. And it's Jokic in at the center position. That's the group for Michael Malone getting going here in the second half. Clock at 4. For 3, Murray. And again, Denver with the triple. And in the last decade, defenses switching on screens has increased dramatically. Is this the new normal, you think?
Kevin, I think so. I think teams that switch well tend to defend well, because switching can create mismatches, but it's harder to punish those now with all the help defense.
And here is Van Vliet after Jamal Murray was able to get that triple. Here's Pirtle and the dunk by Pirtle.
Well, Fred Van Vliet is the prototypical floor general, and he just puts that pass exactly where it needs to be.
Murray outside. Caldwell-Pope on the wing. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first.
And always a smooth athlete. KCP doing a better job of drawing contact.
It's his first trip to the line.
And that 82% free throw percentage this season must have him feeling pretty good about himself at the line.
And he makes the first.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And it's Van Vliet with the ball for the Raptors. It's a 14-point game. Passes it to Barnes. Misses the three. Denver's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight.
And after spending his first 7 years in Orlando, Aaron Gordon traded in 2021, going from the Magic, a team out of the playoffs, to a team chasing a title.
Van Vliet with the bucket.
Boy, at his size, Fred Van Vliet has to be so crafty on the interior. Defense has nothing for him there.
Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Down low. His first shot coming late, and it's off the back rim. No good. Raptors trail by 12. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much, we can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, DA. Thank you so much.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And with Aaron Gordon leaving Orlando, Greg, how'd you think that deal worked out for him?
Kevin, I think the change of scenery was great for Gordon, taking on more of a complimentary role and getting more big game experience.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Najee's checked in. Siakam hits them both.
One of the things that we're watching happen with Pascal Siakam is the willingness to accept more and more responsibility, both from a leadership and a productivity standpoint, guys. And it has been something else to watch that growth.
Here's Najee. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. 6 on the shot clock. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. And the Nuggets lead by 13. Toronto calls timeout.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
All right, everyone, time to make some noise for your one and only Nuggets Dance Team. Let's give a warm welcome, your Nuggets Dance Team. Look who it is, fans! Your Nuggets Dance Team!
Denver making a switch here. Smith has checked in. Then for the Raptors, Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for Siakam. And Trent subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Barnes passes to Trent. Now the dish to Pirtle. Here's Anunoby. And again, Toronto no luck. Here's Smith. The shot off that time. Good work defensively by Trent. Anunoby kicks to Barnes.
2
As
minutes
to
remaining in the
Anunoby.
third. 2 minutes.
Back to Young. Anunoby against Caldwell Pope. Shot clock reset for Toronto. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, for a player with Pirtle's size, that type of play he needs to make. Get inside, draw contact, get to the line, be physical. Love it.
And you look at Jakob Pirtle, great touch and presence inside the paint. Can get you with a move or just power his way to the hoop.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. And Greg Pirtle has so many options to score inside.
And that's why he's such an efficient scorer, Kevin. Very composed at the rim. Doesn't need a lot of time to get his shot off inside.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Ryan is checked in for Aaron Gordon. Green comes in for Porter. And it's Brown in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
And Pirtle is a massive guy, someone that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks at the bucket.
Back to Smith. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And even with the ratings going strong, the younger generations often cord cutting. How does the NBA engage that audience?
Kevin, I think making game action trend on social media and when big moments happen for maybe a small fee, allow people to be a part of it. It's like highlights, but live.
Now, here's Anunoby. He has 7. Back to Trent. It's rebounded by Najee.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
For Denver, they have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
For your Nuggets, Ish Smith taking 2 shots.
He's off on the first. Chris Boucher's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Good on the second free throw. 1:09 left in the third quarter of the game. Barnes kicks to Trent. Pass to Anunoby. Barnes outside. And there's the pass to Achua. Barnes with it. Over Bryant. Barnes can't get it to go.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. Toronto with the ball. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Anunoby finds Barnes. Raptors moving the ball around. Out to the wing. That one a little long.
With him scoreless in the latter part of this one, it's awfully hard to come back.
Smith left side. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
He's had a few chances at the line, 1 of 3 in the game. The free throw off from Smith. And so it's the Denver Nuggets feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We'll return shortly. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Setting the floor for the Raptors. Underneath in the post, it's Siakam and Achua. Van Vliet in the backcourt. Trent Jr. to his side. And it's Barnes in at the small forward position. The Nuggets leading by 15. Murray outside. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Outside Porter. Off target with his three. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Raptors. Trent passes to Barnes. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
Boy, guys, when you think about the prototypical modern wing, Scotty Barnes, the reigning Rookie of the Year, certainly fits that mold, already proving to be a well-rounded two-way player.
Shoot 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
And with Barnes, he's only scratching the surface of how good he can be.
GA, there is no question about that. Barnes is on the fast track to becoming a star. Why? Because he can score, defend, rebound, and even serve as a playmaker if need be. This is about developing those skills continuously and becoming more consistent.
Barnes hits them both.
Well, of course, Scotty Barnes won the Rookie of the Year in 21-22, guys, and you talk about a well-rounded basketball player who will affect winning with both his offensive ability and his defensive versatility.
And that one's good by Porter.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Now here's Barnes. Back to Trent from the arc. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Passes to Murray. He kicks it to Caldwell Pope. And here's Porter. Pass to Gordon. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. And it's Denver scoring again.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Van Vliet. Pirtle with the ball. Pass to Siakam. Over Gordon. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
What a terrific rebound and an even better putback. Pirtle gets the chance for the follow-up.
Murray outside. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Siakam against Gordon. Clock at 6. Porter kicks to Caldwell Pope. For 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Pirtle's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Siakam passes to Van Vliet. Here's Barnes. Off the left rim and out.
What a masterful job on the defensive end. Did everything possible to alter that shot.
Back to Murray. Outside Porter. Back to Murray.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 rounds.
Tries from 10. And Pirtle sends it back.
Active defense from Jakob Pirtle. That's the key. When he stays active and alert, blocks are going to be there for him.
Van Vliet finds Barnes. And here's Trent outside. Rebound by the Nuggets. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Caldwell Pope passes to Jokic. Murray, no good.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Nuggets.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And in the win-loss column, tonight's game will push their record up to 54 wins on the year.
And you could tell they were ready for this one today, guys. There was something extra on the line, and they wanted it.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
And the first one at the line is good.
And such a young, exciting core for the Nuggets. The MVP, Jokic, Michael Porter Jr., and Jamal Murray. This group has a chance to be a contender for years to come.
He hits both from the stripe. With Jokic, I mean, the potential, Greg, of this Denver team, they've got so much of it. But what is the key for them to actually reach it?
Kevin, simply health. I mean, they need Murray and MPJ to be out there. Those two have had major injury issues. Jokic is a generational talent, but the man needs help.
Greg, you read about Jimmy Butler starting his own coffee company, and he did that in the NBA bubble, and he drinks, he said, about 5 cups of coffee a day. Do a lot of NBA players drink coffee to keep them going and get that extra burst?
Absolutely. I remember drinking coffee on the bench late in my career. It's kind of a comfort food, warms you up a little bit, and all good things that can get you ready for action, I'm for.
Present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
And with their spot in the postseason assured, he's picking up just at the right time to be on top of his game. Here's Murray to the paint. Jokic inside, defended by Pirtle. Gordon trying to break loose. Toronto grabs the miss. Pirtle's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And again, Toronto no luck.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Barnes against Porter. Caldwell-Pope outside. Gordon kicks to Porter. Shot clock at 5. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 16.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Now, here's Siakam. Now, Anunoby. Here's Pirtle. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
You love to see him powering through the contact to get the bucket and one. Pirtle with a show of some strength.
Shooting for Toronto, Jakob Pirtle. At the line for one.
One shot.
Free throw, no good for Pirtle. And so Jordan will bring it up for the Nuggets. They led by as many as 18 points. Jackson up top, covered by Flynn. Jackson up top. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, it never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Aaron, big night offensively. What is clicking for everyone right now?
We're just moving the ball. We're moving the ball in. That's a big part of our offense, making sure the ball doesn't stick and then people making shots.
It was really flowing tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. So long, everyone.